Vegas on the screen, feeling the flow, so pristine. Boom, as the beats align, electric dreams, they intertwine.
I have menopause.
Hello again and welcome to Go Live Vegas. I'm Raquel Kearney-Ellikis. This is Lynn Dula and you have tuned in to Midlife Mischief. Hi, Lynn. I can't hear you. Oh no.
How you doing? Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
now I can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm good. Well, as good as I can be. How are you?
I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been a week.
I'm tired too. Is it snowing over there?
Not now, but it did the other night.
Okay, so did you have a weather change? Maybe that's why you're tired. I get tired now when there's a weather change.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's been cold and we just had one real night of snow. I think maybe a half an inch fell, if that.
Oh.
Just enough to blanket the city and make it look all pretty,
Aw.
but not enough to do anything with. Like, you were really grabbing slush to make a snowball or I think Georgia, Atlanta, got more snow than we did.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of went around us. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it seemed like the Carolinas, Georgia, they all got way more than what we received, and even up in Richmond and Northern Virginia, our little pocket didn't get that much. So,
Okay. Oh.
but yeah.
I was trying to help you out, so that means that you're tired because of something else. I was hoping it was the weather, but I guess not.
No, I think I'm tired because I am. My plate is full.
Okay. Why?
I think it's more of a mental.
Exhaustion.
I'm more mentally tired. Yeah, I'm mentally exhausted, more so than physical.
Okay.
It's just been busy. I've just been super busy. And the crazy part is I didn't think I was going to be this busy in December. It didn't look like I had a lot going on in January. And then all of a sudden January hit and I am swamped.
Oh. Okay. Surprise! Happy New
Surprise!
Year!
Surprise, we have work for you.
So your first week was quiet, second week not so much.
Not so much, no.
Well, but your house is quiet.
Right now.
But you've got two that are back in school, two back in college, and two that are home. Yeah?
Yes.
So that's quiet. Quieter.
Yeah. Well, the youngest one doesn't have anybody to aggravate at this moment, so that makes it quiet.
Oh, okay.
The baby aggravates the older two. So there's a lot of drama going on with that.
See, my youngest is too close in age to the other three, so, but they do still, yeah, I get it. The oldest and the youngest, in ours, the oldest and the youngest are the two that probably fight the most.
My second born and my youngest fight the most.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Middle
Yeah.
child syndrome and baby versus baby.
Yeah.
Is that how? Wait, no. How do we do the middle child if you have 4 kids? I've always wondered that. Is there a middle child if you have
I
4
think,
kids?
I think the third one is the middle.
Is it the third? Okay, that would be me, in
I
my
think the
in my
third one is-
family, and that would be Delaney. Yeah, that actually tracks. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
I'm the baby, so
Are you?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm the
Okay.
youngest
Okay.
of 8.
That's just crazy to me. Crazy.
I know.
Damn. Mad respect for your mother. Wow.
Well, she only had 5.
Oh, okay. So there were 2 marriages.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That's still a lot. That's still a handful. She had to deal with all 8 of you at probably at more than one occasion, I'm assuming.
No, the other 3, she didn't really. Well, I'll take 2 out of the other 3. She didn't really have anything to do with. But yeah, the 6 of us. Yeah,
Okay.
we were. But she was good with it. Like, she handled it like a pro. But she's the eldest of 8 herself, so she's the eldest of 8 siblings. So she's kind of accustomed to having, a brood of kids around her.
Okay. And what advice has she given you for aging, if any? Has she given you any advice?
As far as 8,
Or does
not
it come
really.
more from your sisters?
Yeah, more
anybody.
from my sister. My mom, she's 87,
Okay.
and she does not act like her age. She's never acted her age.
That sounds
So
familiar.
I don't even think she considers it. I don't even think she considers aging at all. We never talk about that. She talks more to me about parenting
Okay.
and, just raising the kids and stuff like that. Don't sweat all the small stuff. Smile more than you cry. Don't worry about things you can't take with you from this life. That kind of stuff. She's very focused on
The wisdom.
relationships. Yeah, yeah. But as far as getting old, she's never really talked to me about that stuff. Not at all. My sisters, though, yeah. We talk heavy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think-
we all are struggling.
You know what? My sister and I have never actually had much of a conversation about aging. I just thought of that. I don't know why. Don't know why.
Really?
Yep, really.
Are y'all close in age?
2 years.
And you never talk about it?
No, but the thing is, with the 2 of us, we're so different in every single aspect. I mean, I don't think if you saw us together, you'd know we're related because we look similar. But we have not had the same experiences with aging at all. Like she had a hysterectomy in her 30s. I have all of my moving parts still. So there's a very big difference in that, and I've noticed that with some other women, but we're still trying to figure out exactly what the differences are, because if you talk to a doctor, they'll tell you that if you have a hysterectomy, it sends you directly into early menopause. But if you talk to the women who have had hysterectomies and in their 20s and 30s, if you talk to them in their 50s, they will tell you that they didn't really notice any problems until they were in their 50s, and then all of a sudden they started having the same symptoms, like the hot flashes and the night sweats and things like that, but they didn't have those right away. So it's very hard to sort of track which is which. So
That's interesting.
we don't really have anything in common as far as that goes to talk about, so we just kind of avoid it, I think. Plus we live in different countries, and she's busy and I'm busy, and we're not that close.
I think my oldest sister and I are really close. And I think that's one of the things that we talk about on a regular basis because I don't know. It's like as soon as we get on the phone, it's like we have something to complain about.
That could be it. You know, we don't talk to each other enough to complain about too many things. I think when we do talk to each other, it's the highlights and you know, what her kids are up to, what my kids are up to, what she's been doing, what I've been doing. So there's not a lot of personal stuff that we really talk about. It's very on the surface kind of thing. I think we'll both take responsibility for that. It just we've been in different parts of our lives for too long, and now we're trying really hard to get back to being sisters, but it's not as easy when you're not in the same place. So we're trying, but we're not at the discussing physical or medical issues yet.
So I have the bulk of my siblings live here in Virginia.
Okay.
Hampton Roads. The my sister who I'm closest with lives in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay.
And we talk on the phone. When she lived here, we did not speak on the phone as much as we do when she's away, when she lives away.
Okay.
But we talk, I would say at least 4 or 5 times a week for at least 2-3 hours sometimes.
Wow.
Just you know, but it's not stationary conversation. She's doing stuff on her end. I'm doing stuff on my end. I might be at a grocery store or headed to a meeting or cleaning my house. It could be anything, but we're still on the phone chit-chatting.
Okay.
But yeah, but my other sisters and I, we don't talk. Yeah, we kind of have that surface conversation about, you know,
Right.
general stuff, nothing in depth, you know.
Yeah.
I do have one sister that is it's both. We have a surface conversation and then that conversation jumps into like really, really detailed content about
Okay.
her escapades,
Okay.
her conquest. Okay.
Okay.
She's single, so
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I don't have any of that. No
yeah,
shenanigans.
so we go from
Okay.
0 to 60 in our conversations. Like you get whiplash. It's like, what? Wait, what are we
Okay.
talking about?
But she does live there with you in the same area.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And were you guys always close when you were growing up?
It's such an age gap that I won't say we were close because
Okay.
by the time I came along, most of them were teenagers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my oldest sister is 17 years older than I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, 2 years for us was, you know, I was the little sister that, you know, still wanted to, she was going through puberty and I still wanted to play with dolls. So she didn't want to have anything to do with me. And then she left home when I was 16 to go to university. And then when I was 18, I left home and I moved to another country. So, you know, we didn't really have a chance.
Yeah, you guys just had different lives.
We just have had so many different experiences that now that is one of the things we have talked about is now that we're older and our kids are no longer, you know, we're no longer doing school runs and revolving our lives don't revolve around our kids as much anymore. We're now trying to we're trying to get back to the relationship of being sisters, which is not easy when you're not in the same place. So we're trying.
Yeah, well, I mean, how do you do that when you haven't, like, how do you cover all the ground?
I know, right? And the problem is, you know, if we're both doing things, I don't know. It's just very complicated, and sometimes you just get too tired. And I know that's wrong. And if my sister's watching, Simone, I do think about it, and I'm trying. I'm trying. The logistics are gonna take a minute. So, but we have compared some notes, and we are so different with the experiences we've been going through, that it's very hard to have someone to talk to, that's related to me, if that makes any sense. So most of my information is trial and error from myself. Like I have to do research and talk to doctors and figure it out on my own, because I'm flying solo over here, and just trying every day I get up, it's like, what the hell is that? Like, for example, I've had a horrible sciatic problem all week.
Me too.
And it's funny because now I'm trying to figure out how much of that is from menopause and aging, and how much of it is from having grown 4 children, 2 at one time, because I know that I started the sciatic problems when I was pregnant with Tegan. Mm-hmm. So that was 24 years ago. And it went away. But is it now worse because I'm getting old? Like, did I sleep wrong? I just got up and I have a pain in my ass.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm dealing with the same thing, and it's kind of like it's hard to pinpoint.
Like, so you're having sciatic problems as well?
Yes.
Okay, so did you start that when you were pregnant with any of your kids? Did you have an issue?
So this was my thing. So when I was in school, I had a injury playing sports.
Okay.
And then and that kind of healed, I thought, and went away. In my mid-20s, I got in a car accident, and they rear-ended the car. Okay. And that was a year of physical therapy for my back.
Okay.
And of course, they say, you could have residual, issues later on down the road. So I was 31 when I had my first kid.
I was 30.
So with that, I was like, I couldn't tell if it was from pushing and holding that big baby all the time, or if it was from the accident, and maybe I'm just, my body is jarring something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know what this is from. And of course, none of the doctors can tell me. My thing is, I have physical therapy. I have the back doctor and
chiropractic.
I go to him too.
Does yours swear when he cracks your back? Because mine does.
Sometimes I feel like they do it intentionally because it's something for them and not for me.
They're having a bad day.
Yeah, it's like cracking your knuckles or popping something, just a stress reliever for them. Because I don't know. I'm just like, is it really? Every single time you have to crack the back. Every time. It never. It's always crackable. Like, what is it? What's making it that way? So, but so I got all the things, and they say that there's nothing that they can actually detect that's wrong, other than just wear and tear, basically.
Well, apparently with sciatica, it can also be stress related, which I did not know. So some people will carry their stress on their shoulders, on the back of their neck, and apparently some people, like me, people actually will physically give me a pain in the ass. I don't. It's true. I don't carry my stress here. I carry my stress. It's true.
You can tell someone you're literally a pain in the ass.
You are literally a pain in my ass. Yep. When my chiropractor told me that, and I just looked at him, I said, "Are You're serious? He said, yeah, I'm very serious. I said, wow, okay. That tracks. That makes sense. That makes sense.
That is hilarious.
So maybe that's why your doctor is telling you he can't figure out where it's coming from. Well,
Yeah.
you have 4
Yeah.
kids. I have 4 kids. I think I know where it's coming from.
Listen, I really think my second child is the one that really gave me all my real body aches because that was a big baby. Okay.
How
And
big?
let me say, he wasn't big in terms of pounds. He wasn't big in poundage, right?
Okay.
But have you ever lifted something that the scale says, oh, this is only 7 pounds?
Right.
But when you lift it, God knows it feels like it's 20.
Solid. Okay. Yes.
Pure solid. He was so uncomfortable. I walked around like literally waddling. Like he was just stuck there, and I waddled everywhere I went like a real duck. It was the weirdest thing. And then when he comes out, we had a disclaimer with him. So anytime a family member would come, like, oh, we're gonna pick him up, we're like, hold it, wait, bend with your knees. Don't just go in. And they're looking at us like, what are you talking about?
It's a baby.
We're telling you. And he was like maybe 3 or 4 months old. We're like, we're telling you.
Okay.
Bend with your knees. You're going to feel this. Well, of course they don't listen. They do. And sure enough, as soon as they grab him and get him a little ways up, they go right back down. Like, wait a minute.
Wow. So how much did he weigh at 3 pounds? Or
I
at
don't
3
remember.
months?
I don't remember. I really don't remember. But I just know he was extremely solid. And even now, he is the most solid child.
Okay.
Like, he just all muscle, it seems like. Just really, really, really a dense, heavy person.
Okay.
And so I guess that's what back in the day, that's what they meant by big boned.
Is he
Maybe
big?
that's what old people used to call
Is he big bone?
Yeah, he's a big dude. He is.
Okay.
He's a big guy. Yeah. But not obese. Just solid and big. Just
Big boned.
just
Big boned.
It's not obese, it's not fat, it's just solid weight, you know.
Okay. Big bone.
Like he's a teddy bear.
Most big boned men are exactly like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's
right,
my
honey?
teddy bear.
Aaron's laughing at me.
His name is Aaron too. So
There's maybe there's something with that. I don't know.
something in the name.
Something in the name.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Aaron.
I was waiting for him to play with his gadgets.
Oh dear. So you've had a very busy week, and you have a pain in your ass.
Yeah.
Did anything good happen this week?
I actually had a really good week, to be honest with you. Even though it was really busy, I've had a good week.
Okay.
You know, I got a lot done work-wise, and just, it's been a good week. I can't complain about the week I've had. It's been really good. I'm just, like I said, I'm overwhelmed a little bit with my to-do list and all the things that have coming up soon. So we'll see.
Is your week better this week?
No.
Oh. So we may be revisiting this conversation on Sunday next week.
We might. No, it's not better this week. No, I don't think it's going to be better until probably around June.
Oh.
When I look at my calendar, it's a long stretch. Oh, well, wait. April is a little light. So we might have something there. As long as I don't fill it up. We might be good with April.
Is Easter in April this year? I don't know
I think
anymore.
it's in March.
Is it early?
I think it's in March this year.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me look. Okay, Aaron's looking. Sorry.
So do you have any family or friends in California right now, in Los Angeles?
We've got some very close friends. And Aaron, I mean, LA for us is a very it's one of it's our second home. It's one of our happy places, and it's so we've been trying to keep in touch. And everything is crazy. It just and coming from a place where I was talking to my parents this morning, and they're devastated. Everyone in BC, because the part of Canada that I grew up in, that I was born and raised in, and my family still lives in, is very much like California. And every year we know that fires are going to happen, and everybody does what they're supposed to do. And mom and dad were talking about the fact that they've never stopped and thought, we should have a go bag by the door. We should know what we want to take, if what would we do if this happened to us. Because if we've learned anything from the California fires, what we've learned in places where there is a lot of forestry and where there is a lot of fires every year, is we're not prepared enough for those evacuations. And I think the death count, unfortunately, is up to 16 now, and some of those could have been prevented had people evacuated when they were supposed to. But it's like a hurricane or a tornado or any other disaster. There is always going to be those people that they break your heart, because they're just trying to protect what's theirs, and for some reason I think they just think that they can, this is what I can do this, I'll be okay, and they're not. And so when you get that evacuation, what are you going to take? Have you thought about that? Have you ever thought about it?
Actually, yeah.
Do you have your stuff?
Yeah, I had this conversation before, and I have. Well,
oh my God, Aaron just posted that the death tolls have gone up to 24.
Oh my God,
I know.
Really?
Anyway, sorry, but yours is for hurricanes,
No,
yes?
Yeah, we have a lot of hurricanes
here.
And some tornadoes.
Okay.
This last couple of years, we started getting more tornado activity here, and I have our important stuff.
Yeah.
Right. My thing is this: if you pay attention to any of these natural disasters or any of these major, events, the things that can always be supplied to you are things like clothing and food, and even sometimes shelter, depending, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thought processes are to get the things that they can't supply for us, the things that are just, for us and our family. So of course I have all of my kids' birth certificates, social security cards, anything pertaining to our home, any outstanding, any loans or anything that we have currently, anything that affects us financially and that affects our identity and who we are and what we, how we need to, because you don't know where you're going to end up.
Yep.
You don't know what state of, or what condition those other businesses are going to be in. You don't know if you're going to be able to access your birth certificate just like that. You think you might be able to.
Yep.
But just like with these fires, a lot of businesses are burning, know. You may not just be able to walk in and get a copy of what you need.
Exactly.
Right? And of course, even if you could, those people who work in those businesses are being affected just like you are.
Mm-hmm.
So they may be closed behind that. So whatever the case may be, I've learned to just take what is really important to me. And of course, I'm always taking photos that can't be replaced. Like I have photos of my parents when they got married,
right.
So I keep a copy of those things. Not the one that sits in my house, of course, but I have a copy of the most important photos to me. And that all these things are together in just one thing that I can grab and throw it in the car. And it's just like a safety box with fireproof and waterproof.
That's what we have, and we have we have that as well, and we have everything in the same place. We have all of the cats. Their carriers are all in the same place, so they can all be grabbed. Although I don't care, I will pick them up and throw them out the front door if I have to. I mean, that's not an option. You're coming with me if you want to scratch the hell out of me. I don't care, but we're going. But yeah, and the one thing that we also learned, Aaron and I learned with the burglary that happened with Tink is we have photos and video of everything in the house that is of any value for insurance purposes. And a lot of people have not thought of that. And so we did learn that not only do you have to have a photo, but you need, if you don't have the receipt, you need to have a photo of it in your home. Not just the photo of the box you got it in, because that's not going to help. It has to be, if you've got an 80-inch TV, you need to have a photo of that 80-inch TV on your wall or in your living room with some kind of personal identification around it so that it is very visible to the insurance company that it is in your home, that is not someone else's home, that is yours. And you can prove it and things like that. So if anybody's watching who did not know that, that's something maybe you should start thinking about. Get your phone. Start wandering around your house and get those pictures. Get them done. Because if it can happen, it will, and it can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter how rich or poor you are, or whether you're black, white, Asian. It doesn't matter. It can happen to anybody. Be prepared for it.
Be prepared. You know what kind of pissed me off this week? And sometimes I need to just stay off of social media. Celebrities were having their moments about losing their properties. Okay. And people were in the comments, and there was so many of them. You expect to get a few trolls, a few bots, a few, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But these were actual people. It was so many of them that were saying things like, oh, boo-hoo, why are you all upset about it? You have multiple homes, I'm sure, or you have enough money to start over, and it's not a big deal. And it got to the point where it was happening so often, and you were seeing it so much that I just had to take a moment, because I'm like, you know what? They're missing the point. Everyone knows a home is replaceable, but these people aren't really, and I don't know this for sure, but I would think that these people are not really upset about the structure of the building. They're upset about what has been lost. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
What has been lost in that structure? Their memories, their children's drawings, their photos from their kids when they were babies, like things that we don't have access to as the general public because this is their private lives. They have the same things that we have. It doesn't matter that they are celebrities.
Oh my God, Lynn, I thought the same. A loss is a loss. We all live. Well, and I agree. Here's the thing. What you said is about a home. You can lose your house, but these people have made homes, and there's a difference. They've lost their home. Their house has burned down, but they've also lost their home.
Yes.
These people...
That's your safe place. That's your safe place. That's the place you go
exactly.
to get away from the world.
And that
home.
And that, I imagine, even if you have buckets and buckets and buckets of money and you're a top A-list celebrity, my guess is when you walk through that door at home, you know, and you have little kids, you're not any different than anybody else.
No, exactly.
And we don't know what happens behind those doors. And I have seen a lot of the interviews, and a lot of people have been posting their personal things, and these people are getting in the trenches. They're helping people. So when you're attacking people, maybe stop and think for a minute before you do that. See, now I'm getting all worked up. I'm gonna start to cry because I'm menopausal and I don't do this sort of thing very well. But I've seen some of these people who are, you know, they're helping regular folk. They've lost everything, but they are down there helping other people who have also lost everything because they're a community. And you can say whatever you want about Los Angeles, but the people in Los Angeles right now are going through just as much of a tragedy as people in any other country in any part of the world that have gone through a natural disaster and lost anything. And they deserve our empathy and our sympathy and our prayers and our help if we can help. And I still don't know how to help, but I have a need to do something, and I don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to figure it out. And it might be just something small, but I will figure out how to do something. But people need to stop. They need to stop with the picking on people and saying, I've seen people say things like, you know, they deserved it because it's Los Angeles and they're a bunch of this and they're a bunch of that, and they all stop it. Just stop it. These are human beings.
They are. Yeah. And then they wanted to compare it to the tragedies that happened in Asheville, North Carolina, and, you know, other natural disasters. And I'm thinking to myself, but you are ignoring the fact that a lot of these celebrities, when things were going on in the other parts of the country, they did support. They did donate. They did help in whatever way they could. They were there, you know. And I'm not going to say all of them, but I will say a vast majority of them did. And at the end of the day, it's one of those things where it's like, is this truly the America? Like, have we gotten to the point where we're so desensitized to what other people are experiencing and what they're going through that we can't show any level of empathy because these people are rich? They don't deserve empathy. And it's like, and on the flip side of that, how dare you be mad at someone for being rich and famous when you yourself are a part of the collective that made them that way? You're going to the movies that they're in. You're paying them $400 to go to their concerts. You're traveling all over the world to follow them. You're making them famous and rich, and then you sit back and complain about it. Make that make sense. Because
it's not you. So to me, that's a jealousy issue. Unfortunately we have. I agree, Lisa. I think that we have, and I think it's only going to get worse in the next little while. And that hurts my heart. I know that I had a little bit of a thing with some guy on your page, Lynn.
I saw that.
Lynn, I held back for you. I did that for you, and you know I did.
I said he doesn't even understand.
You know that I did, because that was
poking the bear.
That was coming from someone who had no idea what he was talking about, for one thing, and I
was trying to say it as factual as possible.
There was not one piece of factual information in that, Lynn. And just for anybody else who is watching and does not follow Lynn, I will tell you, this person was one of those people who most likely is one of the people you're talking about who has said those things. I get that impression from him. It was a gentleman that I'm sure is a nice person on a regular basis.
I don't know him.
I've never met him. I don't think he ever wants to meet me because it won't go well from this point on. But he was saying that Canadians should be thankful to become part of the United States and that we are all blessed. I just can't even because I will get so angry. Anyway, he was spouting all his information. And then you know what happened? I left your page. I restrained myself. I thought I was pretty polite when I told him to get stuffed. I didn't say it in so many words, but if he knew me, he would know. Okay, that was restrained. I then kept scrolling down on my page, and I came and I saw one of the water planes coming over the hill in Los Angeles and dump water all over the Hollywood Hills, and there was a big Canadian flag on the side of it. Mm-hmm. And see, now I'm gonna cry again. This is so stupid, but that right there, I was thinking this guy was just picking on Mexico and Canada and saying that we want to be something that we're not, but we have always respected the United States for who you are. We have never, ever tried to say you should be Canadian or you should be Mexican because we respect there are 3 countries on this continent and we should work together. And when there is a disaster, those 2 countries have come to the aid of this country, which is doing nothing right now but spreading a bunch of crap and lies about those 2 countries. But at the end of the day, they were the 2 countries that sent in people to fight those fires.
Absolutely.
Because I don't see that guy that was fighting with me. I didn't see him saying anything about going and helping anybody in Los Angeles.
Like, so Sarah, do you have your plane ticket?
Exactly.
When are you leaving for Los Angeles?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly. So maybe if you're going to spout stuff like that, you should maybe take a step back and walk away from your computer because it's not a good place for you.
Yeah. Well, sometimes those people are that's the only place they have.
Oh, stupid friend. Thank you, Lisa. I do tend to, the tears I can't help it. It's crazy. If it were to start to snow today, I would burst into tears. I would cry. I would be out in the street and I would be crying because it would make me so happy. It really would. It would.
Aww.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not an emotional person. I'm not.
I'm not either. But you know what?
Aaron, just give me a look. What was that?
Somebody. I have those moments.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that was my rant for this evening.
Hey, listen, I knew we needed to discuss a few things from our social media accounts.
Yes.
Some days I am just like, and I'm really good now at restraining myself.
You are. I've seen it.
I'm really good. Yes, I have been really good about it. And, my page is public. Mm-hmm. It took me a long time to come to making it public, Mm-hmm. But I have a public page, and I had to teach myself to, just ignore certain things. Now, if comments get very, very rude and very divisive, or it's just really completely full of a bunch of nonsense, I will delete those.
Okay.
I'm not opposed to deleting and blocking or hiding. And sometimes I'll even go to my DMs and pull that person. Basically, that's me pulling them to the side. And letting them know, listen,
this is come to Jesus meeting over here, and
I'm not gonna, because I can get ugly just like anyone else. So I'm not gonna do it on social media right now. But if I
wouldn't do it publicly, no. Yeah.
Well, it depends on who it is, and if they keep pushing me. Like, I didn't know that person,
right?
So I just kept watching his commentary and what he was saying and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have very strict rules about my page. Most people know what not to do or what not to say on my page, because you will get, if you want to remain there, I mean, it's not a big deal if you want to go, but if you
Yeah.
want to remain there, you have to treat everyone with a certain level of respect. Now, if it's a family member or somebody acting real crazy, yeah, I go for it. No, Raquel.
I know. Hey, I keep looking at I get updates on Big Bear, and I'm planning my.
You guys don't get snow in Vegas, do you?
We do in the mountains, yeah. Sometimes down in the valley we do, but not very often. I think 2008 was the last time, something like that. And it snowed on the Strip, which apparently was quite the to-do. But I would like to see it, personally. I would love to see all the lights and everything covered with uncovered 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 with. We could play charades. No? I think you're back on. Are we back on? Lynn, can you hear me? No. No, we're not. Oh dear. I apologize.
Hey,
Oh,
no. There you go.
are you there? Oh, there she is. Yay. Okay.
Woo.
Okay, where were we?
We are known for a technical difficulty.
I am a technical difficulty. We fixed it.
So,
Yay.
listen, while we still have sound, let's go ahead and do our drawing.
Yes, let's do our drawing. Bueller, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Lisa, are
Yeah.
you there? I'm watching
can hear
Lisa's
you.
losing her mind over here. Okay, we are back. We had technical difficulties. I'm going to do a quick reminder. If you have not followed us on our social media, please do so. Lynn and I have started posting updates, and we post some fun stuff, little jokes and ridiculous things on our Midlife Mischief page on Facebook and Instagram. Anything that I see that has to do with getting older, I like to post if it's funny. I don't like to post serious stuff because that's boring. But we've been posting some jokes and some things on night sweats and hot flashes and bursting into tears. spontaneously for no reason, and a lot of Gen X stuff because we are Gen X.
Yes.
But right there is our YouTube. Wait, how do I do this? Right here. There is our YouTube. So go to YouTube and subscribe, like and subscribe. And you can be entered into next week's drawing, which Lynn is now going to talk about what she has done for Midlife Mischief. Go ahead, Lynn.
I am.
Yeah, you am.
I thought Aaron.
Thought Aaron was going to do it.
So if you liked our Facebook post and subscribed to our YouTube and shared our page and the post, you were entered to win a 6-day, 5-night luxury accommodation trip to Cancun, Mexico.
Yay!
And so tonight we're going to pull our winner.
Yay!
I need to find something to put it in.
No peeking.
When you win, when your name is called that you win, I need your email address so that you can receive all of your information on how to
Okay.
get your prize.
And do they have to be, in order to win, do they have to be watching? Or can we just post, are we going to post it on social media afterwards and then they contact you? Okay.
Yeah, we'll just post it.
Okay.
We'll just post it. Because listen, to be honest with you, 9 o'clock Eastern time is a little late for some of us, okay?
Really? Really?
Girl, yeah, they're in bed. A lot of them are like, they're not up.
So what you're saying is as you get older, you don't stay up later?
They do not.
Okay,
do
well,
not.
I'm a night person, so
Me too.
I think
I will
50, we got a
be
50-50 chance.
Listen, you see me posting at 3 in the morning. So
I
you
do.
know
And I am also doing that too, because I send you my memes and my
You send
jokes
me
at
stuff,
3 in the
yes.
morning while you're getting up for breakfast.
All right, Aaron, can I get a drum roll?
Well, now you should tell me when I'm not ready.
You're not ready? Okay. Here it comes. Do it.
Pressure.
I can't do it. There we go. Okay.
There we go. And the winner is Mary Cochran Russell.
Yay! Congratulations, Mary.
All right, Mary.
Whoever you are.
You just won yourself a 6-day, 5-night trip to Cancun, Mexico.
Cool. How does that happen? How are you doing that, Lynn? Is this another one of your little jobs that you have? Another one of your jobs?
Another one of my jobs.
Oh
yeah.
my
So,
God.
we get these travel perks.
Right.
And so we're able to give away trips.
Cool. Okay.
And it's called travel incentives, basically.
Okay.
And so we get these trips, we get hotel accommodations, we get restaurants, discounts. So, yeah. And, I like to give away things. And to be honest with you, I've had it for a while. I've been a part of this program for a while now.
Okay.
And I forgot to use it.
Oh.
I forgot to use it.
Well.
So over the last 3 or 4 months, I've been trying to find different ways to give away these trips. I mean, we have trips to Bali,
Ooh.
to Phuket.
Okay. Well, fuck it is a good place to go.
I just like saying that. I just like saying Phuket. Okay.
I think it's supposed to be pronounced Phuket.
Oh,
But fuck it is good too.
I asked the
I
guy.
could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I asked him. I said, "How do you pronounce this?"
He said, "Fuck it."
And
You gotta give him that hook too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Okay, hang on just a second.
She's touching my special area.
needless to say, I have not given that trip away yet because I can't say the word. You've won a trip to Phuket.
I'm sorry, I can't
Hi, how
read
are
what,
ya?
what did Lisa say?
Oh,
Yeah.
but you know
Oh
what?
dear.
That would be funny to give away
Trip to
someone
Phuket.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
My tummy hurts. I can't.
So listen, if anybody knows the correct pronunciation, it's spelled P-H-U-C-K-E-E.
He is coming.
I am 100% positive
butt.
that it is Phuket.
Phuket.
Phuket. Yes.
Well, you know, in
However-
America, PH
I know.
is the F.
I need that trip. Okay, Lisa. In order to win that trip, you have to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then you
I am
have to
so done
share.
tonight.
Then you have to share and let me know. And feel free to call it whatever you want when you let me know, because I will understand what you're saying from now on. And that's going to be a t-shirt. Hashtag.
Oh yeah? Well, screw you guys. I'm going home.
Oh my gosh. I needed that, apparently.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Oh.
Lynn, thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate that so much. I needed that.
We will be giving away another trip.
But
and
not
we
to
will
fuck
announce
it.
where.
Did you say an adult trip to fuck it?
Oh, and this one time at band camp,
Listen, we apologize to all of the people who live in this wonderful city.
Fuck it.
snap out of it.
Okay. What's your podcast about, Raquel? Well, we laugh. We laugh a lot because now I'm having a hot flash. Whew,
You and me both.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get late.
In fuck it. Okay. If you would like to win that trip or any other trip that Lynn is giving away to, well, I'd like to hear where you're giving these trips away to next. Like and subscribe right here. I'm looking down here. Here it is. Nope, this way. Over here. To our
right there.
YouTube channel, Midlife Mischief. Not the Go Live Vegas one, although you can like and subscribe to that one as well. But like and subscribe to our, what did Lisa say? I can't read it.
Give me a second.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I'm like a puppy. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, Hot Flash 3. Oh, she's having one too. Okay, yep. See? Whew. We need some fans going out here. Yes, we're pretty much done here. I think we're done. But tell me about some of the other trips that you have before you go, Lynn. Where
We have a
else?
trip to Las Vegas, Bali.
A trip to Las Vegas, you say? Why have you not taken that trip? Why don't you take that trip? And you can come and co-host right here with me live.
We need to do that.
We should do that, I think. That
We
would
need
be
to do
fun. Yes, we need to do
That
that.
would be awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe that would go on the April calendar.
I think you should put it on there right now. I'm writing it down. April.
April. Let me see what dates I have that I can travel to
well,
take it.
Easter is on April 20th, which means Passover is also around the same time. Yeah. So it's a late Easter this year.
Yeah. Very.
Lynn is
Lisa,
coming.
I will definitely come.
Sorry I was late, but loved the show. Yeah, well, it was a little different today. we went from very serious, talking about the LA fires and everything in between, and then we finished by laughing, and that is never a bad way to finish a day. Love you, mean it. Okay. Love you, mean it. And Lynn, before you go, I need to tell you that I really like your hair tonight. It looks very good. I love it.
You love what? Say it again.
I love your hair tonight. It looks really good. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome. It looks very nice. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, now we gotta do some promoting. What are we doing? Oh, the stream live with Go Live Vegas. We still don't have Tink back. We don't know what's happening. We're gonna go and find out tomorrow because apparently they're holding her and not doing anything. So she may have to be relocated, which is not fun. But Tuesday night, Go Live Vegas will be at the Portnoy Galleries. At the Portnoy Galleries, doing the WAM, which is the Wine, Art, and Music evening, where there are 2 inductees to the Portnoy Wall. So we will be there from, I believe, 6 till 9. Freezing our butts off, but we will be there. And Aaron just showed a whole bunch of things that I totally missed because he did them so fast.
No, you weren't even looking at it.
But those are also from December, Aaron, so they're not relevant anymore.
No, you gotta tell me these things.
Well, here we are. Free Tink. Oh, Brett is watching. I know. We're trying. We're gonna deal with Tink this week, I think. So hopefully she'll be ready to go soon. But I think that's it for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all of our social media channels. And if you do like and subscribe our YouTube channel, share it, and then tell either Lynn or myself that you have done that, and you will be entered in the draw to win a possible trip to Phuket or somewhere else. I don't know where we're going to send you, but we will send you on a holiday. That's not a problem. And congratulations to Mary, who won the trip to Cancun tonight. Enjoy.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't forget to give your information to Lynn she needs your email. And what else does she need? What else do you need?
Email.
Just the email.
That's all I need.
Okay. And we will be posting that on our page. Yes? We'll post her name and information on all our pages so she will know.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, have a wonderful week. Keep Los Angeles in your prayers. And make sure that you take your cameras and you run around your house and you take photos and video of anything and everything that means something to you. And maybe take a few minutes tonight to sit down and be thankful for what you have. Because it may not be a lot, but it's more than some people are going to bed with tonight.
Absolutely.
All right. We will see you next week. Love you, Lynn.
Love you too.
We'll talk to you
Good
soon.
night.
All right. Good night.